not sure actually that's the way I characterise your poll. What it actually says is 70% of New Zealanders don't think there's a need to change the age of super entitlement, certainly before 2020. So that's the first thing it shows. The second thing is that the question itself is a bit misleading because it says it's going from 10 to 12 billion. In fact, $1 billion of that is caused by the fact that there is indexation of New Zealand super. I don't think anyone's arguing that should go. And thirdly, look, I'm happy to have an informed debate about New Zealand super. But if we're having that, an informed debate, as a percentage of spending on the best data I have, which is 1990 versus 2007 from the Treasury, in 1990, 14% of all government expenditure was on superannuation. In 2007, it was 10.9%. So that has actually gone down. Secondly, if you have a look at the overall level of expenditure, we spend in 2007, and I accept it's tracked up a little bit from there, but it's the best data I have, about 4.3% of GDP. Well, France was 12.5%, Austria was 12.3%, Japan was 8.8%, Poland was 10.6%, Portugal was 10.8%. I mean, there are miles and miles of countries I can name for you. Yep.
So they're wrong.
No, but what they're saying is there will be an increase in the cost of superannuation to New Zealanders. That is true. What's also true is there's been a significant increase in costs in lots of other areas of government. And government is ultimately the allocation of resources. So of course you can have a debate about that. What I'd say to you is we've been very focused as a government on growth and very focused on getting the country back into surplus, and nothing I've seen would indicate a change prior to 2020 is necessary.
It's funny that you pick up this question because 33.5% of people say do it before 2020. If you look at the details, want to focus on detail and competitors, 33.5% of the voters say it's not free, say let's look at it before 2020.
Yep, and 2 out of 3 say don't look at it at all or don't look at it until after 2020. I mean, you can have an endless debate about the thing, but look, we've spelled out our position. We've been very clear on what we think is affordable and what's not. We think the allocation's about right now, and that's where it rests.
What about in 2014 in that election campaign? Would you rule out seeking a new mandate on the issue, or will your position now remain?
Well, we haven't had any discussion about that, and there's been no internal discussion about that, but, you know, come back to that another day if we have to, but I haven't had that discussion internally with anyone about it.
This is about you keeping the trust of the public and that you made your promise. How much is it about that? How much is it the argument you don't think it's necessary?
Well, firstly, all the advice we've had is it's not something that's required today. So whether we'd made that promise or not today, it would not have been in Budget 2012. Okay. Secondly, I have spent my career doing what I say, and you know, for the most part, unless there's some damn good reasons, I haven't broken that. And so, in my view, of course, that's important. If I make a categorical promise, I expect to abide by it.
Is there any economic argument for it to change, like putting aside your pitch? Do you think there is anything in the economic argument?
Well, as I've said, we've done our settings. We've asked the Treasury to model that. That's not the number one priority at the moment.